Hi, I'm Aislinn. I own Aislinn Kate Photography here in Pensacola, Florida. We're hoping to give you some insight to help you plan the best wedding possible in terms of photographs. So veils, or why I love them. And I think most photographers would agree with me that a veil is always a good choice, simply in terms of the photographs. And why are veils so good? Well, it sounds kind of strange to say, but the veil is an accessory for your face. The same way that you can hold a bouquet and you become 10 times more bridal in a second, the veil does the exact same thing. It also gives your photographer a tool that they can play with as they're taking your photos, and it gives you something that you can do while you're having your photos taken. So especially if you feel awkward in front of the camera or you never know what to do with your hands, a veil is a great option in that it gives you something to hold on to and something to play with. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to show you using my lovely assistant, Bailey. I'm going to show you two totally different extremes in terms of veils so you can see the different effects that they can provide for you. So this is a birdcage veil, which has gotten really popular in the last few years. It has kind of a vintage throwback feel. And what I like about a birdcage veil is it's a great option for a bride who doesn't want a big, romantic, lace, long cathedral veil. This is still very simple and modern and clean, but it allows your photographer those tools that I was talking about earlier. So a birdcage veil can be worn in a few different ways. You can wear it up totally off your face for just a pop of netting, or, and this is my personal favorite, you can pop it down lower and pin it so that it's coming over your face like this. You pop on a little red lipstick and bam, you're dramatic, modern, and edgy, but you still have something fun you can play with. So this is a cathedral veil, which is the opposite extreme from your cage veil. It's just a few yards of tulle. You can have lace around it. This is my personal favorite in terms of veils, just because of the options that it provides in terms of posing. My very favorite part about a tulle veil is what happens when you step into sunlight. It catches fire, it glows. So I'm gonna pop it here on Bailey, okay, and you can see we're standing here in the sunlight, and you can see how the tulle, here, catch the side for me. You can see how the tulle catches the sunlight and just starts to glow. This leads into my, probably my favorite pose using a cathedral veil, which is the wing. I made that up, by the way, not a technical term. It works for everyone. You just would hold onto the sides and flap your arms like wings. And if you're taking photos, you have lots of options of things you can do, especially on a windy day. It's a little bit more interesting than just standing there with nothing. Another option is you can always use a veil as a blusher. Even if you're not planning on wearing a traditional blusher, your photographer might want to pop your veil over your face for a few photos for effect. Now, this veil happens to have a blusher attached to it, but if it didn't, I would just use the whole long veil. Then you can pop it over your face. This is really beautiful, especially for close-up portraits, bridal portraits. It just adds an element and a depth, a texture to the photo that's missing otherwise. In terms of posing, the veil doesn't have to just be about the bride. It can be used on bride and groom portraits as well. You can wrap the veil around the two of you together, which can be fun and romantic. Or one of my favorites is you can use it as a lasso to pull your groom into you. So Bailey, if you'll face me, this could be awkward for a minute. If I'm the groom, you can pop the veil over both of you, and you can see the different photo opportunities that your photographer has with you both up under the veil.